How's it going?
Corp.
Shon Gibson, from Enecon.
Nice to meet you, Shon, from Enecon?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we have an appointment. I remember.
Yeah, I talked to your secretary. I was hoping she told you.
Yeah, she talked with me. We're good to go.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So it's Enecon, huh?
Yes, sir. Have you heard of us at all?
Yeah, I have. I heard that you're a local manufacturer. Is it for bonding, some sort of bonding agent?
Yeah, we're a local distributor. Our company actually out of New York.
New York.
Yeah, at Medford actually. I've never been there myself, but it's a good company. Like distributing for them. Some great products. Like it's bonding stuff. It's basically anything about fixing and repairing.
Fixing and repairing?
Yeah.
Well, we do have a lot of repairs that are required around here, that's for sure.
And I know something like pulling into here. It looks like there's quite a bit of old equipment, old tanks,
Right.
and
Yeah, so like I'm third generation, and we've got the old stuff. Grandpa bought it, and we still use it to this day, but it has come under some heavy stress here lately, that is for
I
sure.
bet a lot of hard use, I'm sure.
Yes, a lot of hard use, especially in these type of places.
Yeah.
It's getting cold out there.
It is getting cold, and when you're out here and not a lot of cover, you got a lot of shrub trees, but that's about it. And these winters get hard.
On us, not just the equipment, it's on us as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We need some sort of bonding agent. Exactly.
Yeah, all that wind coming off the San Francisco peaks over there by Flagstaff. I know that stuff gets cold. I grew up not too far from here.
Did you?
I did in Taylor, so we're a little bit of a different demographic, but I've been through here.
Yeah, I'm an Arizona man, grew up here, went to Arizona State, born and bred, so
Arizona
I
State.
love this place. Yeah.
What'd you do? What'd you say? What'd you do?
Oh, yeah, mainly in finance and kind of the business administration
Okay.
aspect of just running the company.
Uh-huh.
I grew up a welder, grew up sort of in the bonding agent, kind of to help out with my parents when they worked here. And I just kind of took into the business, kind of used my degree from Arizona State to hopefully run it a little bit better.
You got quite a bit of experience welding with mechanic and stuff,
Exactly,
fixing
right.
things.
Had to grow up doing it because, like, repairs are a necessity and they get a little bit pricey.
Oh, for sure. I can see that for sure. And I didn't grow up mechanicing at all. I don't know a whole lot about it, which is why stuff like what I'm going to be talking about today is so great. It's so easy to use. And
I love easy use.
oh yeah, and as part is you don't have to have anyone special trained.
Right. Bringing in the mechanics.
Exactly. How much do you guys pay them? I don't want to get too personal on this,
Go right.
but mechanic-wise, you guys pay them quite a bit of overtime to try to keep up with all of your old equipment and things wearing down and shutting
Yeah,
down.
we've got a lot of overhead costs, a lot of overtime. Just like I said, this is some old, beefy equipment that requires a lot of bonding. And I have to go out and hire these mechanics who, I'm not real sure who these guys are. They're just kind of local guys looking for odd jobs because we can't afford these hire professional mechanics to come in every week.
Yeah.
Because it's just not a smart business.
Oh yeah. So you guys mainly weld, like to fix all your different leaks and stuff on your pipes, or do you use kind of a patient, like a bonding, like you're talking about, or like with your equipment, maybe oil leak stoppers?
Maybe a little bit of both. We do have a bonding agent, but it's mainly tactical, and we just fix it for temporary use. Because right now, with it being this time of the month, it's a requirement for sure. But I could see the need for a bonding agent that it's easy to use. Maybe I can do it. Don't have to pay a mechanic.
Oh, for sure. That's kind of the best part about finding new things that are faster and easier is that you don't have to have someone new to do it or some special trainer. Don't have to spend that money to do it. It's way more cost efficient and more time efficient as well. And we have this product called SpeedAlloy. And what it is, a lot of paste materials is like you've done mechanic, you've worked on like car bodies, so use Bondo, where if you hit it wrong, that stuff's still gonna chip off.
It's a little bit cheaper for you too. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of gritty. This stuff, it's made 100% solids, and when it cures, this stuff is metal hard. Like you gotta grind it, machine it like it's actually metal.
Like it's an alloy.
Yeah, exactly, which is named SpeedAlloy. This stuff is rock hard.
What's in this? Is it some sort of secret formula, or is there?
Yep,
the trick?
we had to tell you, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Like magic, maybe?
Yeah, no, it's just a solids composite. You know, I can't do the logistics of all the chemicals and everything. I'm not a chemist. I wish I could.
Exactly.
But it's over my head. Yeah, that's why I hired guys and paid them.
So what kind of things can you put on this SpeedAlloy? Can you put on anything, or is there
Yeah.
specifics?
I noticed one of your pipes when I was driving in on that right hand side. I'm guessing it's one of your big water lines, one of your steam engines. I had a leak in it, and he had a big old puddle underneath it. It seemed like it just makes a mess.
Puddling and that's freezing and then we're messing with that. So
Yeah. So imagine, picture this, being able to go out there, find your leak, be able to mix this little chemical up, and just rub it on that seal. Yep. Work it in there, get it how you want it, and then 30 minutes later, you have something that's metal hard and you don't have a leak anymore.
I'd say it sounds too good to be true.
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
It does. So what do you use to rub it on?
We got kind of same thing as with Bondo. You have your little plastic rubber spreader.
Yeah. For lack of better terms.
Yeah,
Body
for lack-
spreader.
Yeah, like it's just a little sheet.
Right.
Now it's thin on one end, and you just use it and you rub it on there. Kind of paste it on and then smooth it out with it. And if you want to even it harden, kind of go through and sand it out and smooth it out. But what it does is it just goes in there and it can seal. It can bond almost anything. You know, especially if it's metal, but it can work on fiberglass, it can work on plastics and stuff like that as well. But it's just a very tight bonding, forming compound, and so what it does is just stops that leak immediately. You don't have to worry about shutting off your water supply to that steam engine, having an outage, having to hire extra guys to come in every time, spend that money to get your employees there, the money it takes to shut that and put all the strain on your other engines, and having that worry of blowing one of them out, but also not being able to be productive as you have been.
It's like a butterfly effect type thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you just
Problems all over the factory.
You-
alleviate these problems. So tell me a little bit more about how you can purchase these. Does it come in a bulk shipment, or is it sort of a
you can buy as big as you want, or the smallest we sell is a case,
case?
which contains 8 jars, little canisters of it.
Just
Yeah, it's 16 ounces,
16 ounces.
and they're $200 a case, and they go a long ways. You know, if you're using them a lot, which you're going to, then you're gonna go through it. So, you know, if you got, like you said, you had a lot of things that needs done, probably your repair would be your radiators, your pipes, your holding tanks, your valves going into your steam engine, whatever it may be. You're using all these things, you can order them in a pallet. And that's 16 cases, and there's $3,000 for a case, or for a pallet, sorry.
It's the cheaper way.
Yeah, pretty much you're getting, if you think about it, really break it all down, you're getting 16 cases for the price of 15.
Good food case.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
And it's just a kind of incentive to buy in bulk.
Right.
There's no shelf life. I mean, it's good forever.
And when you say you use it a lot, is that on the same project, or how long does this pace usually last?
There should be a permanent fix.
It's a permanent fix.
Yeah, put it on there, let it harden, and like I said, if you need to machine it down, have at it, but it's supposed to be like there was never a problem
Now,
there.
that's not good business for you, because if it's a permanent fix, how am I gonna buy any
Well,
more?
it's great business for you, because I know that it's doing its job.
You're getting some fix out of it, at least, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You're selling a good product.
Exactly, and that's my main concern. I don't want to sell you a crappy product that, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and sell you more for the same leak over and over. I'm gonna come to you and say, this will fix this leak, so when you have another one, you know, you can put it on and you can trust us and say, hey, we're running out, I won't set that because I never have a problem with that again.
And that'll work on your end, because if it works like you said, well, I'll definitely refer it to my factory friends.
Oh, for sure. And you know, it's not just here. Say you've got stuff at home you want to fix. Say you got a truck that has radiator leak. There. Or, you know,
Your spreader,
I drive a 12-valve Dodge, and they're notorious
for
for,
the Dodge fan as well.
really, you know, what do you drive?
I think 2,500.
Nice, 96?
New.
Oh, a new one.
115.
Nice.
We're doing okay in the factory, so
I can
maybe
tell.
I'll buy a pallet.
Hey, that would, I wouldn't complain there. You know, those Dodges, they have the problem of having a KD or killer valve to just hold in the timing head, and what it does is it gets pushed out of there, and it ends up shooting through your gasket or your timing head cover, and it just squirts oil everywhere, and it's like thousands of dollars to fix because of one little pin.
Or $200. Or that's just the base. How much would the canister cost? Is there an individual use?
There's not, we don't sell them an individual, just by the case.
Right.
We don't really sell for the consumer, really it's more business to business.
Right.
That's more of our focus there. There might be some places, I don't know there's a couple of stores, but like Fastenal that might carry them in the individual. I know they like to buy and just kind of sort things out to get it to
I'm
the
sure they're
customers.
making a good profit off
Oh,
of
I'm
the
sure
digital
too.
canisters as well.
I'm sure too. I haven't had any of the Fastenal managers approach me about it, but so maybe somewhere else in the country.
Right, and I appreciate you making the effort to get me and get the best deal possible. So yeah, we do have a lot of fixes around here. Is there anything else that has to do with maybe the product or distribution? How do you?
Well, you gotta send your mechanics and your welding in for retraining on the new equipment that's coming out and any new specs that are going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of, there's the regulations get stiffer every year. So yeah, these constant training, employee training, which is also cost overhead, stuff we don't really anticipate. So do they need to be trained to use the SpeedAlloy, or is it something that
Not at all.
anybody can really be used?
Without anyone can use it. We can come train you, but I'm gonna be honest, there's no need. It's hard to fail with this.
Really?
We designed it that way. And it's not only easy, but it's proven. There's
Proven track record?
Yeah, the Panama Canal, on all their different bar leveling systems, they use it on that. The U.S.
This on the Panama Canal?
Yep. They use it in the U.S. Navy for part of their hull repairs. They're a big corporation, the largest hydro generating power plant in the country up in Washington. They used it on an experiment with a bunch of other products. On a valve they could not fix to save their lives. This is going through some intense pressure up there. And this is big 20-foot pipes that they're running water through to generate all that power, and use it on a valve that had been leaking forever. They had welders in there that could try to do things, and this stuff ended up stinking.
This was solved.
Yeah, so it works well under pressure.
Wow. Well, Theodore Roosevelt says it works well in this well. It's on the Panama Canal. And it works well under winter conditions. It gets cold.
Yep, and that's one of the best parts about this is there's other products that are like this, but you have to have somewhere to heat it to get it to cure right.
Right, exactly.
This doesn't require any heat at all. It can be 30 degrees, it can be 0, it can be 30 below.
Does it bond with the oxygen in the air, or is it just bonding with itself?
It's bonding with itself
the
and with the materials. So the air temperature, quality, whatever, it doesn't matter. It can be hot, it can be cold, and this stuff is going to cure the same every time. And it cures in 30 minutes, so it's fast.
Right.
You don't have to worry about, something sprung a leak, we got to take it off, out of the market for 2 days to get it fixed and make sure everything's cured and it's sealed. You run out there slapping on it on site. You don't have to bring anything to the mechanic shop. And 30 minutes later, fired back up. So it's one of your equipment and got a big old hole in its radiator. We can clean it everywhere.
These are all valid examples I've experienced.
I can imagine so. I saw that you had a piece of equipment sitting outside of the mechanic shop. It looked like it had a big old puddle underneath it. I figured that might have been
That
it.
was it, for sure. Honestly, man, I don't really see a problem with at least trying a case.
Yep.
Now, maybe I'll stick with the case for now.
Sure.
And if a problem arises, which I'm sure it will, I'll be more than happy to speak with you on maybe the outlet.
For sure. Is there anything that you maybe aren't sure about, maybe didn't understand that you want me to clarify for?
Well, the $200 cases seems a little pricey. Is there any sort of special offers that are currently available, or any type, anything at this time?
It is a little pricey, and to be honest, there's not any specials on it, but it doesn't need it. It's worth its weight in gold. You look at it, it's like $200 a case. It's kind of for just a case of stuff.
Yeah.
If you've got 30-foot of pipe that has 6 leaks in it, and they're all 6 inches long, you're going to be going through stuff pretty fast.
Now, maybe pretty pricey.
And how many times you have to go out and fix it over and over again if the system you're using.
I can see
So,
this is reasonable.
It seems like a lot of overhead, but when it comes down to it, you're saving a lot of money, and not only that, but a lot of time and a lot of headache by fixing it once and be done with
It can be an ibuprofen, it can be fun.
Exactly.
I'm good at consulting. I'll buy a case.
That's
Today.
fantastic.
That's fine.
Yeah, for sure. I got paperwork
I've got
here.
these leaks out here, you can show me how to put them on.
I will even take the time to go out there.
Demonstrate it?
You're dang right.
Okay, awesome.
Have anyone you want to know how to do it, I'll go out there, pull anything you want.
I will.
And if I need to come back and you guys have questions, just have problems with it, I'm willing to come out. Like I said, I'm based out of Sholo area, so that's
Okay.
only an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And so I can come back anytime you want and be able to show you.
Well, I'll
So,
show my grandkids because it'll be a fortune.
hey, you gotta look for the future. So here's your paperwork, we can go through it, and I can discuss it as we go.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Let's go try it out. How about that?
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
And thank you, Lord, appreciate you.
Appreciate you. I hope they're bad.